McDavid. Moves in, McDavid goes upstairs! What a goal!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode 16 of this Edmonton Oilers Franchise Mode. Currently, we're in a franchise frenzy. Unfortunately, we did not complete the four-peat there like the New York Islanders and the 80s Oilers were able to. But today, we are jumping into the re-signing phase the rest of the offseason and trying to get things done here for our team. Our assistant coach for the NHL there, Gord Lewis, his contract has expired, so we do have to sign him up to a new deal, as well as a bunch of scouts and a whole bunch of players. We're going to have some serious expenses here on players, which is something that, worries me a little bit. It's always a bit of an issue here in this series, especially with how many good players we have in the system. It definitely is a bit of a touchy subject when it comes to actually keeping this team together and trying to win. So this offseason is going to be focused mainly on, I believe, Tyler Benson is expiring. He's going to be our biggest contract. But besides that, just got to get all these other scouts out of the way. Not really worry about them too much. The scouts are not our biggest concern. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be a bit more of a problem here with the players. So as you can see here, these are the players that we are going to have to sign. As far as, yes, Tyler Benson goes, he's 88 rated at 26 years old. I mean, he's in his prime, so you'd expect him to be right around that rating. I'm very happy with how good he's looking, but I would say Yamamoto's deal is definitely the best on our team still. So Benson wants $6.8 million. That's a little bit much. In my opinion, I don't know if we really want to give him that, but we gave Rudolph Schutz 5.6. We've given different players lots of money. Obviously, we've got Marcus Nold here. That's a very good deal, so we will probably end up signing that right away. As far as Cooper Marody goes, $3 million a year is a bit pricey still. Besides that, let's see, Max Jones, he's looking pretty good there. And yeah, 1.4. Okay, that'll be pretty cheap as well. We can definitely sign him. Ryan McLeod is up to an 80 overall. That's pretty decent considering he was playing in Bakersfield. He doesn't even want a proper one-way contract, so that is very nice for our team. I think we're going to have it pretty easy here as far as free agency goes. Overall, I mean, Benson's going to be the big deal. Obviously, we only have $11 million free in cap space, and we do have to sign some of these guys to actual NHL deals. Whereas guys like Wilkinson coming off of his entry level, or just getting ready to sign his entry level, is going to be an awesome deal. Other guys there like Lagesson is going to be a little tougher to sign. Mason Nueve is going to be very good once he actually plays in our team. Obviously, he has not yet. But the goalies, Olivier Rodrigue, I think we have to sign him still. Like, we don't have any other options at this point. We did just sign Prince, which was, the wrong signing. We should have signed Hainsey instead, but, mistakes were made. Whatever. That happened. And we still walked away with some really good prospects, in my opinion. So, as you can see there, we offer Rodrigue a deal. Besides that, I think we've got a lot of defensemen to sign here, mainly AHL-type defensemen, but, we still got to get deals done. I still want to kind of pursue a bottom-pairing defenseman possibly, mainly just because Vikanainen kind of dropped off there after last season. I think winning the Cup would have done him a world of good as far as overall goes, but he's down to a 78 at 25 years old, so yeah, not necessarily the best trade. Maybe we would have been better off keeping Ethan Bear instead, who knows, but Vikanainen actually fits our system. He can play in our system, which is a huge deal. And, definitely going to have to try to re-sign him here. Besides that, Lagesson is a 7th defenseman. I'm happy keeping him down in the AHL. Obviously, he's just a defensive defenseman, so not a lot of offensive upside. That's why we aren't so keen on bringing him up to the NHL level right away. I mean, he is 26, 25 years old already, right around there, so I think he's actually 27. We do offer Salvador a contract. He was 71 overall. Besides that, let's see who else. Tiny Keeping. Yeah, we can offer him a deal. It's a pretty funny name. I actually kind of like that name, Tiny Keeping. Like, that's just so out of the ordinary. I think we're going to leave Rupp. I think we have to sign Rafkin eventually. And then those two bottom guys that we picked up in the 7th round, we just got to let them grow. They're 17 and 18 years old. They just need a couple more years of development in whatever leagues they're playing in. Ruben Rafkin, obviously not a great defenseman, but we'll sign him. He'll probably become an AHL piece at some point in our team. I don't know if he's ever going to make the NHL, but it's worth a shot with him. That's what I would say. So that's really it for defense. Obviously, Rupp we took a little bit higher than we should have. So we're going to let him play another year with the Rockets. As far as right wingers go, just Josh Archibald by the looks of it, and he does want a deal, even though there are obviously some much better players in our system than him. It's still worth giving him a contract. I mean, in real life, Archibald's been doing awesome for the Oilers, but yeah, we definitely have some better prospects here in Schutz, Yamamoto, Cassian, and Ernie. Those guys are all going to make a difference for our team, obviously. As far as, I guess do we have any other deals here? Yamamoto's got 3 years left on that $4 million contract. That is sweet. That's a really nice contract. We got him for a good price considering he's playing top line minutes. Looking at the left wingers here, obviously Tyler Benson's going to be the sore spot of this episode. Besides that, Max Jones we need to sign. Sekinen we might go after. Eriksson we will probably sign, and same with Bobrovsky there. So, yeah, everybody else is on pretty good deals. Max Jones is cheap. Obviously, I don't want to pay $6.8 million to Benson, but I mean, Yamamoto's only 4. That's more what I'm basing this off of, but we got him when he was cheaper, younger, less high of a rating. So we're going to try the rule of 85 here, and that means how much are we offering him? I think we're going to offer... Oh, I can't remember. How much do we offer here? 6.8 times 85%, so $5.78 million. I think that's a bit cheap for what Benson's requesting. That's over $1 million less. So I don't think we're going to be offering him that cheap. We can try it, but I doubt he will actually sign that. And then, of course, Cooper Marody has got a $3 million deal there that he wants to sign. So we'll try that 5.78, was it? So 5.8, I guess we could offer him like $6 million for 3 years. We'll try the 5.8 to start here. See if he accepts that. I think that's a little bit cheap. I think we're going to have to offer him around $6 million probably. So besides that, obviously Sekinen we can offer. He's pretty darn cheap, obviously on a 2-way deal. So those deals don't affect our cap space nearly as much as the big contracts do. Sergei Bobrovsky? No, it's Andre Bobrovsky, sorry. We sign him, and then Eriksson here as well. We're going to offer him a deal. And I think that's really it. Everybody else, it's like, yeah, we don't really need these guys. They're all bottom 6 forwards that aren't going to make a difference in the long run in our team, so that's why I'm going to just let them walk. As far as centers go, let's see what we got here. I mean, our top 3, our franchise centers are all locked in still for at least another year. Draisaitl's expiring at the end of his contract, and McDavid, or at the end of this season. Then the next season, McDavid's expiring. Wilkinson's going to be cheap, but everybody else is going to have a bit more of a cost to them. As far as Marody, Nold, who else? McLeod. Actually, McLeod and Terry are probably going to be cheaper, I think. I mean, Marcus Nold's on a really good deal there. Obviously, it's just a 1 year, but, you know, it's like a bridge deal. See how he can play this season. If he does get up in overall, then obviously he'll get himself more money. But, I mean, we have to win. So that's why it's important to actually see him perform. Troy Terry, bit expensive there. He's $1.4 million or $1.5 million. And then Gaetan Haas, nice cheap deal, but unfortunately he does not want to sign. As far as we'll still offer him the deal. We'll offer him $950. You know, we can offer him $950 for 2 years. That's a pretty good deal. And then Wilkinson, obviously, we have to sign because he's our top kind of prospect here that we just acquired. Yes, he's only medium top 6 center, but I mean that could play into a third line kind of center role in the future. I would be very excited to see what he can do moving forward. As far as Hainsey goes, I don't think we really need to sign him or Kling there, any of those guys, because they are just not high enough rated at all. And you look at those bottom 6 forwards we have still that are developed and, you know, just past their prime. They're going to be playing in our AHL system, still getting things done for us. So there's no reason to actually sign any of those guys or sign any of the bottom guys. Just let them develop instead. Makes way more sense. So we're going to advance here, see which contracts actually, actually perform here. But yeah, I think most of these contracts will get signed. I'm weary about Benson's, but besides that, everybody else should be fairly good to go here. Gord Lewis. Oh, we didn't have enough money. Oops. Okay. My bad. Marcus Nold. Oh, wait. Marcus Nold does sign. Okay. Then obviously we're going to have all these scout contracts. Troy Terry does not want to sign. That's not great, considering we gave up some pieces to get him from Anaheim. I mean, it wasn't a crazy trade. We were kind of looking to move those pieces anyways, but Max Jones does re-sign, so that's good. He's a power forward. Josh Wilkinson does sign as well. Brandon Manning. Who else we got here? Gaetan Haas wanted more money, so we are not signing him, unfortunately. Josh Archibald does agree to the contract. Let's see who else we got here. Colby Cave, Tyler Benson. Your offer was not enough to entice me to come back to your franchise. Okay, so we need more money for him. Ryan McLeod does sign. Let's see, who else? Samorukov, nice. Lageson also signs. Marcus Nold signs that nice deal. Vaikanainen also does sign. Rafkin does. And anybody else? Olivier Rodrigue, yep. And Patrick Sekinen. That's got to be almost it. Mikhail Eriksson, Tiny Keeping. All those guys are signing. Andrei Bobrovsky, nice. Cameron Salvador also does sign, but he's probably not going to play for our team for another year or two, as he's most likely going to go back to junior. And yeah, I think that's about it, really. So we just have to get this coach re-signed and then get Tyler Benson's deal done. And I think that is about it. So heading back over to the coaches menu here, we are going to get Gord Lewis signed here. Obviously, as an assistant coach, we want him in our team still. He's a generalist, fits well with the rest of the group, and that's exactly what we need in our system. I mean, our coaching staff's been real good. We've won a lot. So besides that, we just got to get Benson's deal done here, and I think he's the only outstanding contract still, I believe. I think everybody else is good. They've been signed. And, well, let's just double check that. So, yeah, Benson, 6.8. That's not happening. We're going to have to lower this price. And I want to try 6.1 maybe, or 6 million, I think, might be a good price. So let's see if we can get him for $800,000 a year less. That would be a very nice deal. And then besides that, I mean, compared to Yamamoto, like Yamamoto's a year younger. He's probably going to be higher rated by the end of next season just because of the way the chemistry works and the team fits. But, yeah, that would be nice if Yamamoto could be that much better. And then besides that, like, who else do we have to sign here? Cooper Marody. We have 9.9 million left, I believe. I think that's what it says, 9.9 million. And I think if we can get Benson for like 6 million or even 6.5, then we can sign Cooper Marody as well, because we would like to have him in the team, obviously. So let's see if Benson actually signs this deal or not. That would be very nice if he does. And, well, Gilbert Henrique. Oh, this is just more scouts here. At this point, we're not so worried about them. I mean, obviously it's good that we're getting our scouts to sign here, and Benson rejects again at $6 million, so we're going to have to offer probably closer to 6.5. That would be my bet. Maybe we could get him for 6.2 at the best, or 2.5 maybe. But yeah, a little bit expensive, a little bit pricey on Tyler Benson, obviously, and we are going to try to find a common ground here for him, because, I mean, he's a top 6 forward, no question. He's been really good for our team overall. So we're going to try, I don't know, let's try 6.3. Maybe, okay, 6.2. Let's see if he signs that. If he doesn't sign that, then we'll bump it up to 6.3 or maybe 5. But, yeah, we're really just experimenting here with contract prices, what we can get Benson for the cheapest here, because he's not good enough here really for a $6.8 million contract. Yes, he's a good player, but I don't know. Gord Lewis does sign, and Tyler Benson does re-sign for 6.2. Nice. Okay, so yeah, good price there for Benson in my opinion. Obviously, we got a slight discount on his expected price, and yeah, that's what we got to do as a franchise, as an organization. And what are we looking at here? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I hit there. I think I hit the wrong thing. But let's see. Who else do we have to sign? Cooper Marody. We have, does that say 4.7 million still? I think it does. But if you guys kind of look at the contract bar there, you can see 3 million is a little expensive for 3 years for Cooper Marody, but it goes until he's 30. We could offer it to him. He is 83 overall, so pretty good on rating. I think we just want to do a 1-year deal, though. Maybe 2. Yeah, we'll offer it to him for 3 million, but as you can see there, Heiskanen's expiring, Klefbom's expiring, Nold's expiring, Timoshov's expiring, Cassian's expiring. Like, there's a lot of guys here that are going to have expiring deals in the next season or so. As far as Troy Terry goes, I mean, we'd want to trade him, but I don't think we can, simply because he doesn't want to sign a deal with us. So there's always the option for a sign and trade, but I just don't think that's going to happen, really. So at this point, we're almost at free agency, obviously. Okay, Cooper Marody does sign. Good. We obviously wanted Marody to sign. He was kind of our last guy there who hadn't gotten a deal through yet, so yeah. Now we're going to hit free agency. I mean, trading block, I don't think we need to really change much there. Who's on there? Timoshov. Yeah, we could. He's almost $2 million a year, but no. I would much prefer to keep Timoshov instead of trading him. Bouchard's actually our most valued player, funny enough. Chubasov hits a high franchise. That's crazy. And then who else is really good there? I'm really impressed with the way Yamamoto's developed. I mean, we have been playing him top minutes, to be fair, but as you can see, we got a lot of guys in the CHL there still, as far as Salvador and Mason Nueve go. Those are big names that will be coming up over the next season or two, and I'm excited to see what those guys can bring to the team. So as far as free agents go, I think we need one kind of bottom pairing defenseman, maybe 2, but that's about it. I'm quite happy with the group we have. Obviously, we only have $2.7 million left to spend, so we can't go after any guys like Nylander or Larkin or Dubois. Obviously, all very good signings to pursue, but I mean, it's not worth it, really, for us. There's no reason why we'd want to go after those guys. So I believe our only options here are going to be lower-end defensemen, which is what we need. We want guys to fit the system well, but I mean, Hanifin, all defensive pairings, that would be nice, but I don't see that happening. So if we look at our overall team here before we actually go out and sign anybody, we are going to, I mean, our team doesn't need much. Like I've said before, our team is in good shape. We've got all the core pieces here of a championship roster. It's just actually putting it all together, getting the results in the playoffs, and I mean, our center group, yes, it looks stacked, but I mean, Draisaitl or Chubasov will end up on the wing normally. Actually, Chubasov normally plays center. But yeah, we have a lot of scoring options down the middle and just in general there. As you can see, we have Marody, Nold, and McLeod as well. They are also available. Draisaitl usually plays the wing just because his shot's so good. And his defense really isn't, to be honest, but you could argue the same for McDavid. Chubasov obviously is an all-around beast, as you can see by the ice time he logged at over 22 minutes a game there, but the rest of the guys here, Benson's obviously our like defined number one kind of winger there. I mean, he's a second pairing. Yes, he'll play behind Draisaitl normally as the second line left winger, but Nygaard, Jones, Timashov, all very solid. Actually, we have too many left wingers there now because Draisaitl will move over. Then as far as the right wing goes, we never move anyone over. Obviously, Yamo and Schutz are our defined kind of top six forwards, and then Ernie and Cassian fill out very nice bottom six roles. So we need nothing as far as forwards go. Our entire forward group is set. But this is the question here, is more so on our defense, as we don't know what Jordan Oosterley is going to fit for the system. Yes, we have mainly right, left for defensemen. I mean, Bouchard and Lindholm play, or not Bouchard and Lindholm, sorry. Klefbom and Lindholm together are your kind of same-handed pairing there in the middle for the second pairing, but Vaikanainen didn't really grow as I expected, and that's the reason why we are going to hunt for another defenseman here in free agency, is because I want somebody who fits the system really well, gets us up to better chemistry possibly, because I don't think Joel Pearsons and Jordan Oosterley together will get any better than a 0 or maybe a +1 chemistry boost. So that's always important when it comes to this game. Goalies were fine, and I think we've got like Stuart Skinner and Carter Hart, so yeah, we'll be just fine there. So looking back over all the defensemen available, the one guy that kind of stood out to me here was Kyle Wood, just because, well, he's a defensive defenseman, he's a top six role, he's cheap, he's right-handed, and he apparently fits all defensive pairs for our team at only $1.7 million. Not only that, but I believe he's big. He's like 6'4" or 6'5". So having it, yes. Oh, he's 6'7". Holy. Okay, so having a big defenseman like that on the third pairing can definitely kind of, crush players. I believe Brett Kulak's from the Edmonton area, so that would be a cool signing just as far as storylines go. Logan Stanley would be another option, but overall, we don't really need to sign more than one defenseman, I believe. And I think Kyle Wood is kind of our main guy there, especially at 6'7". So, checking out who we got here for free agents. We're going to just keep advancing days. Hopefully we'll get our signings in here as far as Kyle Wood. And I also went after this Chad Eleniuk, or Eleniuk. I don't know how you say it. Eleniuk? Chad Eleniuk, I believe. Maybe. I don't know. You guys can leave that in the comments below. How do you pronounce that name? But I believe he was just an unsigned low elite there. And then the other guy we went after obviously was Kyle Wood, and 6'7" defenseman. He's going to be very good if we actually sign him here. Do we get Kyle Wood? Yes, we do. 6'7" right-handed defensive defenseman. I think he's going to be a bit of a beast for our team, to be honest. So that's what we need in a long playoff run, is some physicality. And I mean, Ryan O'Reilly gets traded for Torrey Krug there. Interesting, because Boston and St. Louis were both... actually, wait, was Ryan O'Reilly on Boston? Or on St. Louis? I don't even remember at this point. I don't think he was. I think he was a free agent. But, yeah, big deals going down there. Kind of funny to watch. And, well, I'm going to cut it here, and let's get to the next season here, as we have hit sim to next season. So, moving into the next season, we have sold 98% of our tickets. The fans want to see us play. They know what we are capable of, and that's a big number. 98% of our season ticket drives sold. That is crazy, man. That's some huge numbers, and we got a little fun bonus there. That's good, just because of our performances, and, well, let's see what the team has in store here. I think our team's going to fit together really well. I mean, it has in the past, and just signing a couple extra defensemen here and there makes a big difference. They want us to beat the Flames in our opening game against them. 30 sellouts and 85% of suites sold this year. Jeez, okay. I mean, obviously they're going to want us to win the cup and everything too. That is just a given at this point, but let's see how our lines are looking. So taking a look at our team here, the defense and offense is going to be very good in this team. There's no real question about it. Obviously, we've got a couple good scratch players too. I have brought Tiny Keeping up here just to, you know, play some backup defensive roles if there are any injuries. Drafted 40th overall a couple seasons ago there. He's going to be very good. He's a pinch and shoot, which fits our system. And yeah, he's going to be good. I think him and what's his name? Ryan McLeod may have been drafted at the same pick. Yeah, they were, just like 5 years apart. So, yeah, both those guys should be pretty good. That's pretty cool that they were drafted 40th overall each. Then, of course, we got Zach Cassie in there as well to come in and be a big bruiser in the playoffs like he normally does. So, yeah, Carter Hart, Stuart Skinner are both really good players as well, or goalies, I guess. They're going to be our starter and backup, no question about it. And, yeah, they should be very good together as well. Looking at the forwards, not much change to the lineup here at all. We got Benson back, and we did sign Kyle Wood, though, so he's going to be a nice piece there, 6'7" on the third pairing. Yeah, we're going to be just fine with this team. So that is essentially going to be wrapping it up for this episode. We are at the regular season now. I do want to show you guys, though, how good our team ratings are. Obviously, we've got a very good group, but I find that our defensive rating kind of gets ranked more on how our top-end defensemen are. So if you look at it, we got 98 offense, obviously. That's a given at this point. 92 defense, very good as well when comparing it to other teams in our division. Dylan Larkin's actually on the Kings now. And 85 goaltending. Stuart Skinner and Carter Hart are going to be fabulous again. I'm hoping so anyways. But that is going to be wrapping it up. If you guys are enjoying this series, go down below, smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you actually made it to the end of the video, subscribe already. Like, I'm releasing daily content here on NHL 20 Franchise Mode. But that is going to be it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and see ya!